Hey gang, you know what? It's time for something a little bit different. I had the live stream on Monday night, and one of the viewers or the people on the stream asked me how I get or keep myself motivated, or deal with being frustrated and stuff like that. And I commented to him that sometimes, you have to find something to get you away from whatever is frustrating you. Now, in this case, it's my shop. I talked about it on the video that, for the most part, my shop looks pretty clean and most of the time it is. But sometimes stuff just accumulates. So if you're dealing with a project and it's dragging you down, you're fighting with something or you're having struggles, and I see it all the time and I hear about it all the time. And I try to, in this instance, I talked to the viewer and I said, try to find something that isn't so challenging. Take a step back from, you're trying to fit a fender or quarter panel or something that's just frustrating you. And if you've seen my videos, I stay pretty calm because I'm used to it. I'm used to having the conflict and the problems and just troubleshooting and figuring it out on the way, in the process. But I told them, find something that's a little simpler to do. It may sound corny, but test fit the door handles, put in the taillights, mock up something that is going to be probably easy, but also it's rewarding. You see the end result and it kind of gets you moving in that direction again. You can kind of just, okay, I can figure this out, this is going to happen and I'll make it happen. So hopefully, that's something that can encourage you to think about it or to step away from the project and do something different. Now for me today, I'm going to have to clean up this shop. This is how it is right now. I've been dealing with making videos and just kind of pushing stuff to the side, and things get in my way and I end up tripping over things, and that's my point of frustration. When I'm having to bob and weave to get to the toolbox and stuff like that. So this video is not going to be anything about repairing a car. I'm just going to make this a video cleaning up the shop. So I'm going to do it in different ways. I may talk about some things on the way. I don't know yet. This is kind of just a random thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a couple different cameras and film it and see what happens. But hopefully, at the very least, I hope you find it entertaining. But it's got to happen, and it's just one of these things that goes along with having a shop or garage or whatever. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoy it. Anybody need one of these? Really? What am I going to do with this? Collector's item, I guess. Well, that's better. It may not be 100% the way that I want it or that I need it, but it just feels better to have the shop cleaned up, at least to this point. You know, to have a space to put stuff, even getting rid of some paperwork and junk around the computer or the laptop that I have over there, and, you know, putting tools away, getting stuff organized, even if it's just a little bit, it helps. I know that there's plenty to do. There's more to do on the Brooklyn Pony. There's more to do on Jade. There's more to do on the straight pony, as I call it, the 65 Coupe, which I still need to do a video on. And of course, you know, the Camaro that's sitting outside. There's all kinds of stuff to do, but it just helps to have a cleaner environment. Now, like I said, if things are slowing you down or you're feeling frustrated, change direction a little bit and, you know, maybe organize a garage. Who knows? It might help. Now, I know that I mentioned in the previous Brooklyn Pony video that I was going to work on the seat belts, and I'm still doing some research on that. And I don't want to jump too far ahead and be, you know, trying to install something that I'm not comfortable with. So I want to make sure I get this right as much as I can. So that'll be coming later. I don't have, at least as of now, a video for the viewers project. I've been looking for another, you know, somebody to send me a video of their car. So I don't have anything right now, so I don't know what I'm going to do on Sunday, you know, if I'm going to try to come up with something or not. I know I've been putting these out every Sunday, but at this point I don't have anything. And, you know, other than that, I'll be back on the live stream on this coming Monday. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and being here and just hanging out with me today in the garage. It may not have been that exciting, but, you know, again, maybe you got some entertainment out of it. I think that's it. So until next time, take care of yourselves.